Hi guys, here I am at the coloring point of my 1 week portrait challenge that I'm doing with alongside Paintable. Um, Today was supposed to be blocking colors, but of course I went ahead and did it all in gray tones and felt like I had made a mistake at that point, but figured because I thought out loud that I didn't want to color it, that was a good sign that I probably needed to, just so I could learn my lesson on why not doing that. And so I started this one off by getting a gradient map. I had no idea which way I wanted to go with this, so I started with the gradient map and kind of got myself to a decent spot, I guess. And then I put another layer on top of that and made a color layer to add all the other colors. And again, if you listen to my previous video on when I was doing the tones, I really normally don't handle coloring in this way. It was, it was a good challenge for me to do it this way. And again, I was battling a lot more because, with this technique, it feels like it's I painted this thing, twice, and so I was revisiting kind of my thought patterns as I was coloring it over, but fighting those thoughts of why am I doing it this way? This is why you should have done it full color in the first place, or stuck to your guns. But all in all, I'm glad I did it this way. Um, Once I got over the initial adjustment colors and just got to painting, I've my mind fell into the I just enjoy it, and go in there. So most of this, I was trying to keep in line with those warms and cools. The majority of it was warm, so it was pretty easy to keep it warm, and most of the cooling was subtle here and there. And so getting it to that stage where I could paint actually went a lot faster than I thought it would. And I had more fun than I thought I would painting it this way. Just for the fact is I would have rather just picked the colors right off the bat instead of using sliders and getting it there the first place. But that's the whole fun of challenges, is problem solving throughout the process. So so this one I figure I'm going to call finished, which for 5 days, I don't know, I'll probably do a couple of other portraits. I might do this one again in the way that I would have initially done it. I still haven't figured that out, but I figured I'll just keep up with the five posts, or is it a week? I guess seven posts. I don't know how long they're going for. I'll have to check into that. So there's come a point up here really quick, like where I actually deleted a layer, my main painting layer, and I didn't even realize it. I just kept painting and didn't even realize the layer was gone. I fumbled around and was like, what just happened? But I kept painting. I don't know if it was that chicken with my head cut off, where I just kept on moving, and once I realized it, I almost scrapped the whole thing because I thought I made a mistake and went so far that I couldn't recover it. It should be coming up here soon. I can't remember at what point, but I remember it was like, oh, why? I just want to have fun. Where's that fun at? At that moment, and the recovery, to get back to where I was going with it, didn't take as long as I thought, but you should see it disappear, and then the colors would get really wonky because it went back to those color layer and the other layer without the painted layer on it. I was pretty happy with how the tones turned out. Again, that's why I love this, was because there was air there going. There it is, right there. I was like, wait. I went back to Marge Simpson. Like, what did? And you can see me undo and then get back to the. But I mean, for a second there, I was like, what? I think it was like, quite a few undos to get it back. But as I was undoing, I'm like, what did I do? And almost threw away the whole thing and just started over. So yeah, so again, because it wasn't the technique that I normally use, starting off, I was just going to do a color layer and then just lay the colors over the top of it. But I felt like the gradient one would get me a little closer to the tones that I wanted on my skin, and that ended up helping out a lot. So it saved me a little bit more time than I thought it would. So what I really loved about this image, especially like in the shadows, so I was having fun going back and forth from that super saturated to more subtle tones, and that's why I found fun in the picture. So because it bring that kind of contrast, and so I really enjoyed. Once I got into this part of it, I was feeling pretty good, just for the fact as I was touching upon those areas where I was like, oh, that's why I liked it. Oh yeah, the saturation. Oh, because again, it's not something that I would normally choose, and I feel like I'm pretty timid with colors, and so when I saw this, I figured it was a good balance of handling places where I could saturate it, where I could get those subtle highlights with those strong contrasts in the shadows. It was fun. And so once I got into those things, this became as fun as I thought it would be. So this is pretty much the end of the video. If you liked it, please leave a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed, consider it if you would. I'm hoping to do more and more videos and get more into process kind of stuff soon. If there's any things that you would like to see portrait-wise, let me know. Questions, put them in the comments. I really appreciate you guys coming here and checking these out. Head over to Paintable. Again, they're about halfway through, but you can still sign up and catch up the last couple of days. Again, it's a free courses that they're offering up. The link will be down below. And with that said, I hope you all are doing well, and see you on the next one. Till then, keep on keeping on.